tracking Erin, what is set to become a hurricane, but not only a hurricane, a major hurricane. Hi, everybody. I'm Chief Meteorologist Chris Justice, keeping you up to date on all things tropical weather. Will this impact the United States? I drop these videos a couple of times a day, so make sure you follow this page for updates. Here's the very latest. The National Hurricane Center started issuing advisories for the first time on this system today. It is a tropical storm. Now, we never hope for storms to get strong, but in this case, the stronger this gets, the faster, the more it's going to try to curve to the north, and that's what we'll be watching in the coming days, especially as you get here toward the islands. We don't want it getting close to the islands because as we look at the strength here, 115 mile per hour winds would put that at a Category 3 hurricane as we go into our 120. Let's look at the computer models here because there are some consistency in the models wanting to start to curve this to the north, but we need it to get a little stronger, and two of the models here want to show that not happening. Here's the European ensembles, basically 51 different varieties of the European model. You see, they kind of draw that middle up through Bermuda. About half of the models show it going east of Bermuda, while about half of them show it going between Cape Hatteras and Bermuda. So there is some possibility this gets a little closer to the United States. The GFS model has been one to show this thing strengthening and getting very strong and then making that curve like we want it to. Unfortunately, it makes that curve too early and hits Bermuda, but is safe from the United States. Let's look at the European ensembles combined with the European AI. First, the AI. You see, the AI keeps this system weak. It is not a very strong tropical storm. By the time it gets toward the Caribbean islands here, it's not even a hurricane. So this one wants to go west. Remember, in tropics, weaker goes west. And if we continue to see this westward trend and it kind of stays disorganized, we'll have to watch to see how close this could get. This model shows it getting close to the Bahamas as a major hurricane. Then it starts to make its turn to the north, but it's over very warm waters of the Gulf Stream, which could really strengthen this system almost a Cat 4 or Cat 5 strength. This AI model sends it just east of Cape Hatteras, but goes very close to the United States. And for folks in the Northeast, the Mid-Atlantic, we're in monitor mode. It is not out of the question for you to get impacted by a tropical system in New York, Long Island. You go up toward Boston. You know, it's rare, but it's not out of the question. So from Florida up through the Northeast, we're in monitor mode. We're not stressing about it, but we're staying tuned because this thing could try to go a little further to the west. More updates to come on this page, so make sure you follow and I'll keep you posted.